Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show, man. It's yours truly, Do Rock Creek. What's happening with all my people out there in the world tonight? Man, it is an absolute pleasure to have all y'all back at this round table with me yet again. Yes, we are keeping it consistent with the original. Let me repeat, original content. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that I highlight that out, but we're going to get to that in a minute, man. Look, if you are a new subscriber to the Swang Low Podcast Show, I definitely appreciate you choosing us to come spend your time with. You know what I mean? We embrace you all wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? Here at this round table. Thank you again for choosing us. And to all the new viewers, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show, Do Rock Creek. If you already haven't done it, please do that. It's all for free. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't already did it, go ahead and do it now. And make sure y'all hit that bell button so you can be the first one at this round table when we do a reaction video or we go live. You know what I'm saying? Something that we quite often do. You know what I mean? It is definitely appreciated again. I got to keep saying that, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to choose us, but you did. You know what I mean? And y'all are all here for a reason. You know what I mean? Apparently, we doing something right over here, and I take great pleasure in what it is that I do, what it is that I'm able to bring to this round table to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Something of quality, something of essence. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I try to bring to y'all, man, because the internet is full of whatever it is that you are looking for. You know what I'm saying? You find a lot of content creators on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, that's in different fields that specialize in talking about different things. And that's cool, fine, and dandy. You know what I'm saying? And, I've been advised, you know what I'm saying, by other people, they always tell me, hey, Creek, why you don't follow this story? Why you don't follow that story? You know what I'm saying? Don't you think you need to get on Whack 100 more or shit like that, right? And I tell them no, because it's enough of that. For one, I don't knock what nobody else do. You know what I'm saying? That's not my job as a content creator. That's not my job to be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Knocking other people that's out trying to hustle, that's out trying to grind. You know what I'm saying? And I've said it before and I will say it again, man. We're going to get ours the correct way. One view at a time, one subscriber at a time. You know what I'm saying? And we will try to be as original as we possibly can. You know what I mean? I don't like piggybacking off of, other things that my heart ain't really into like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to bring something of substance, to this round table. You know what I mean? And I do. I believe I do. I've been told I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing to be able to come and talk to y'all, sit here at this round table, man, and deliver to y'all what we have been able to deliver. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say this, man. You got a lot of people that will jump out there and say some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? They'll look at other content creators' videos, you know what I'm saying, and probably pick apart what they want to pick apart from it and create their own content from that, right? They do that a lot. It's kind of like almost, it kind of remind me of the rap game a little bit because there's no true originality like that. We hear a song, we like it, you know what I'm saying, and we might emulate it, not probably in this entirety, you know what I'm saying, but to some degree, you know what I'm saying? It happens, but my thing is this here. If you're gonna do something like that, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't take bits and pieces of my content and create your own content and use it in a negative way. Because I don't bring negativity to these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay as far as away from negativity as I possibly can. You know what I mean? And maybe some of my content might come off as being negative because I'm checking somebody about something. You know what I mean? And I have checked a few people about a few things that I seen that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Or let's just say I know a person personally You know what I mean? And I see this person putting out BS. Hey, I can't sit back and allow that when I know that this person himself is BS. BS being bullshit. Okay. We just gonna call a ball, a strike a strike. You know what I'm saying? So, you got people that will say, oh, well, why, what does somebody else saying, on an interview or whatever, giving their testimony have to do with you? You know what I'm saying? They living their life. They what they doing ain't affecting you. Well, no, it's not. But think about this. You have other people, young kids, you know what I'm saying? As young as 10 years old, man, probably younger than that. That's on social media, that's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That might come across some of these people's content and they hearing these dudes saying certain things and they come from a different background. You know what I'm saying? Or their background might be shady. You feel me? Now I've talked about dudes coming off of SNY yards, jumping on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and giving their false testimonies, and their beliefs. And you got kids that's watching this. You feel me? I don't want my kids to look at these people as idols. No, it's not. It's not. Well, technically, look, everybody on YouTube objective is to get paid, right? You're getting a paycheck for sitting in front of the camera delivering your testimony, right? When you create your content, you're getting paid for that, or your goal is to get paid for your content, whatever it is that you choose to jump out there and talk about, right? So you can't say you're not getting paid, you know what I'm saying, to do a response to something that you like or don't like. You feel me? And you definitely can't say, oh, well, I've lived this life and I don't care about that no more because I've moved on with this. You know what I'm saying? To each his own, to each his own. But at the same time, if you got kids, grandkids, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? What if they pick up this horrible message that these people was putting out there and they try to emulate that? You feel me? These same people can lead your kids and grandkids and people that you say you love and care about right down the same road that these dudes went. Okay. And here I am, a person that ended up down that wrong road. Okay. So being that I've ended up down that wrong road, me as a grown ass man trying to be responsible, trying to give back to my community in the way that I can. You know what I'm saying? By highlighting out these people's faulty characters because I don't want my people looking at them as idols. You feel me? If your history is faulty, I don't care how far along you've came in your life. Everybody ain't there. You should care. If you got kids, grandkids, or anybody in your community that you say you give a fuck about, then you should care, my nigga. You really should. Going through your journey and making it from one bad side out that hellhole into a more positive situation, that's a blessing. You should be able to give your testimony in its entirety, not bits and pieces, picking apart what you want the people to hear and know. That's not good. That's like sitting down and reading a bedtime story to the kid, but skipping chapters because you've read the book before, and there's certain parts of that book you might not want them to know or discuss. But nah, hell nah. If you're gonna sit down and read a book to them, read it to them in its entirety, not bits and pieces, and saying you don't give a fuck about the parts that you didn't read. That's crazy. That's crazy. You feel me? I don't know if content creators are getting lazy, you know what I'm saying? Or they just trying to be extra super particular, you know what I'm saying, about whatever message it is that they trying to relate to the people. But all I know is this. I'm not gonna pick and choose what I, especially if I'm speaking about a specific thing such as prison, such as gang politics, whether you're in jail or out. I don't glamorize any of that. I've said it before and I will say it again. The glamorizing of gang culture and prison culture and all this shit is BS. You feel me? All this shit should be a teaching moment to keep and persuade people from wanting to go down that road and letting them know, you know what I'm saying, the ins and outs of all this shit in its entirety, not bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? You should give a fuck who was on SNY. You should give a fuck who was a dropout, especially if they're on YouTube, especially if they call themselves content creators. Because again, you have kids that come across this shit. You feel me? And if you got kids and grandkids and young kids within your community, you know what I'm saying, that you claim to give a fuck about, then you should give a fuck about what these people is putting out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they are trying to taint you and paint you as inferior to who the fuck they are trying to put up on a pedestal. You should care. We spend too much time, you know, sitting back, listening and watching what the next man do, and then having all the time in the world to criticize what it is that he's doing right or wrong, instead of paying attention to the message. Okay, the message, especially one of substance and importance, should be taken in as such. And if you need to question the messenger's character, mentality, and morals and code of ethics, then do that. I suggest you do. I suggest you do. If you call yourself a stand-up man or woman, right? Then those that isn't stand up, that you would consider to be not stand up, would you want them people to deliver a message to your kids, to your grandkids, and to the kids in your community? That's all I'm trying to figure out. That's all I'm trying to figure out. I know I wouldn't. Why? Because again, I'm not trying to lead minds into a wreck. I'm not trying to lead minds into a prison, a jail cell. I'm not trying to lead minds to no S and Y yard where their names and characters and all that would be tainted for the rest of their life, whether they in that life or not. You feel me? And for those people that has chosen to go that route, SNY, PC, dropout, hey, whatever floats your boat. Everybody got a choice to do what the fuck they want to do in their life. Point blank, period. Everybody. But if that's the route that you choose to go, then hey, go ahead and go that route, man. And to those that want to follow behind, hey, like I said, man, hey, the beautiful part of having freedom is the choice that you can make to do this or not do this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't have to agree with you choosing to go PC. And I don't have a problem with expressing that. Why? Because I care about the younger people that's looking at that and thinking that is cool. See, that's the problem in the world today. That's the problem with society. Niggas is quick to, oh, I don't give a fuck about this. I did this and I made it through this. And now I'm here in my life and this and that. That's the problem right there. And that's why a lot of these younger dudes in the younger generation don't respect you old niggas. That's why. Because you give them nothing to stand on. If they not getting You know what I'm saying? The proper man training in their own household. Apparently, they turn it to the streets for something. They looking for their guidance. You feel me? A lot of you older dudes, you got to be tired of being a dumb motherfucker. Start smarting up, putting yourself in a position now to teach as an elder. Stop throwing your hands in the air talking about what you don't give a fuck about no more. Because at the end of the day, your kids, my kids, and everybody else's kids that's in this younger generation is going to go buck wild like they've been doing. The young man that just got gunned down. I just covered this story. King Malik Birdsong. Don't know what his gang affiliation was and really don't care. Because at the end of the day, he's a young black man that got killed senselessly. You know what I'm saying? And people are quick to blame it on gang culture and all this shit, right? But really, gang culture ain't got shit to do with it. It's niggas' mentalities of not having no fucking code of ethics. The shit that's lacking in a lot of you old niggas. You give them nothing to respect. Why? Because you're quick to say, I don't give a fuck about this life no more. I don't care about, I've been through this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't eat off of this. You know what I'm saying? I can't make money. Well, I've said the same shit. You don't get a pension for being a crip. Your life insurance and all that isn't covered from being a blood. Of course not. But at the same token, we are all given a choice. You know what I'm saying? As individual men. But if you know no better, then you would never do any better. Point blank, period. Yeah, it starts in the household. It absolutely do. But sometimes the households be broken. Sometimes, hey, like myself, I only had my mama. I only had her. And the way that I look at it in this day and age, hey man, I'm thankful that I had her. Not having a male father figure in my household, in my immediate household, that's something that I always wanted. I never got to know who my father was. So guess what? Go to the streets looking for that male image of somebody that you can look up to and respect. So if I run to the streets and I'm looking for that because it's not in my household, and I actually find it, but this person that I find is a dumb motherfucker that threw his hands up and was like, you know what? I've been through this. And niggas know, these young niggas know, they big homies, they G's and shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's big whoopie woo. He was in prison all these years, now he got out. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to know him. You know what I'm saying? All I know is these war stories that I've been hearing about him. And I'm trying to get to know him, but he saying he not fucking with nothing. He don't give a fuck no more. You don't think after the destruction that you've done to your community, to your family, to your kids' life, that you at least owe that back to them to put yourself in a teaching position now? Figure out different ways, man, to rebuild what you destroyed. It don't mean that you breaking down and going back to a life of crime, a life of gang banging, prison life. It don't mean none of that. It just means that you are knowledgeable now. You're more knowledgeable now as an elder, where you can give these teaching moments to these young dudes that need that shit. I can never go back to gang banging the way that I used to. Been there, done that. Now I'm an elder that's in a position to be able to teach these young niggas something. I believe that's what we all should be doing, especially if you're on these YouTube channels, these content creators. Y'all want to chase Whack 100. Y'all want to chase Drake. Y'all want to chase Kendrick Lamar. Y'all want to chase Puffy, Diddy, Meek Mill, Cardi B. In real life, don't nobody give a fuck about them people because them people are not feeding you. They're not feeding your family. They're not responding back to you. They don't care if you care about them or not. All they want is you to buy their shit and support their movement. It's not the opposite. They're not supporting you. They're not buying your shit. The niggas in the hood is the one that count. They the ones that's gonna be buying your shit. Especially if you come from a community of people, you know what I'm saying, that know you. Them the people's attention that you need to be trying to get, my nigga. Through your testimony. Teach them something. It's time to start teaching the shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if your views and all that shit on YouTube slow down. Even if a couple of subscribers fall off. So what? So what? You gotta put shit on repeat, bro. The more you speak it into existence, the more it will come into existence. You can't be about peace, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit of growth here and there, and it's not on repeat constantly. Again, you skipping through that book. When you read these bedtime stories and shit to these kids and to these people that lack that knowledge, you skipping through chapters. I don't want to listen to no nigga that's skipping through no chapters. And I'm not finna look, man. Look, I'm appreciative of a lot of things in life. I am. Don't get me wrong. I am. Especially to those that, you know, that genuinely want to help another person see success. They want to see you really truly succeed. You feel me? But don't reach back and give a helping hand and then at the same time drop kick a nigga. It's not genuine. Not at all. I would rather not have that help. I would rather you leave me down. I'll get up. I'll figure out a way. A real one gonna always figure out a way. And you're not gonna have to shit on nobody to do it. The only people that I have issue with is the ones that I see jumping out there trying to tank the game. It's almost like they're trying to trade real niggas in for watered down fake motherfuckers. How can society be cool with that? Y'all not tired of that fake shit? How? Y'all would rather embrace a person that went SNY, drop out, snitch, than a person that's actually working hard and has done everything stand up that they possibly could do and then give it back to the community the right way. Y'all would rather respect the SNY than a real motherfucker. Make that make sense. Embracing me because I'm a stand-up dude that never went SNY, never snitched, never PC'd up in no situation ever, never marked the game ever. Don't glorify gang banging. Don't glorify prison shit. Don't glorify jail shit. That just get overlooked though, right? That just get overlooked. And I can understand a lot of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? It's out there, you know what I'm saying? You would rather kiss a motherfucker ass that you feel can put you in a better position. I see it all the time. I walk away from shit like I don't give a fuck about being put in a better position. Because you know why? I'm my biggest, greatest supporter ever. I'm gonna get there one way or the other, bro. Straight up. I will walk away from you quick in a heartbeat and turn down any favor that you would ever try to offer me if you think I'm gonna kiss your ass and change my beliefs. I could care less about it. I've done it before and will continue to do it. Why? Because my mom's raised a real man. Take the crip shit out the equation. Take the prison time out the equation. Take anything jail related out the equation. I was my mama's son before anything. And the version of this man that you're seeing right now is a product of that. Without a father. But being that I know that feeling of not having a father, being that I know that, I always wanted knowledge. I always wanted to know what was the best, road to take. I always wanted that, which is why I went crazy on educating myself and making myself better because I wasn't being encouraged to do that. Not too often. I took the initiative though, because I wanted better. Plus, I was told, you know what I'm saying, by my homeboy. Shout out to Gangster Tick, my homie Tick. You know what I'm saying? I remember many years ago, you know what I'm saying, talking to him when he was locked up, you know what I'm saying? And him having all these books and shit. I've said this before on my show, but him having all these books and, us having a conversation and him telling me, like, hey, man, like, it's cool being a rider and all that shit. It's cool, being down for your shit. But what you gonna do when the young niggas start coming up under you and they seeing that you are crashing out constantly? You're not teaching them nothing but to crash out. They can't learn nothing else from you if you're not educating yourself. Would you want them to fall up under another motherfucker that don't know no better that's just gonna crash them out over and over again? At some point, you gotta care about this shit. That conversation stuck with me and it clicked. It clicked in my head like, damn, bro was right. Book that I possibly could because I wanted better for myself. I wanted better for those that was coming up under me. So I can never say I don't give a fuck about where I come from, you know what I'm saying, my background or any of that shit, because all that plays a part into what I'm trying to get across to these young niggas now. You feel me? Sometimes you were just forced to, I've said it before and I will say it again. I was given the responsibility of raising other people's kids in jail, meaning having to teach them the correct way of being a man, conducting themselves, bro, and preparing themselves back for society where they wouldn't set themselves up for failure and end up back in a prison cell. I mean, if you don't care about your community and those that come up under you, hey, you got those that's like that. If that's what you own, hey, that's what you own. To each his own. But don't look at my shit, my content, or anything that I put out there and shit on it in the biggest or smallest way. That goes for everybody. Because I've seen different content creators, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Why you niggas look at nigga shit, but act like you ain't never seen their channel, you know what I'm saying? And you can't give them props, you know what I'm saying, for delivering some original shit that you may have gotten an idea from. That's weird to me. Or maybe you just have a problem with the messenger. Me, I don't do that because I understand everybody is trying to eat. Everybody trying to keep their head above water. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't shit on the next person, a stand-up man, and then turn around and give a SNY PC all the props in the world and tippy-toe around the bullshit that they putting out there and saying and creating. If that's the case, hey, y'all don't have to deal with me at all. I suggest you unsubscribe now because you ain't getting no fake shit from me. And I'm not gonna go to nobody else's channel, you know what I'm saying, and see some shit that they talking about, you know what I mean, and then go create my content from their shit and not give them acknowledgement that I got this idea and this and that from you. And if it's some good shit, you utilize it. But then, and then also if it's some good shit, you take it and twist it up and then try to shit on it. Who does that? You feel me? I'm not taking shots at nobody. This is a open conversation to everybody. Because I've jumped out there, I've said shit about dubs, you know what I'm saying? Self-proclaimed SNY dropout. I've said shit about Hater World. It's a few of them. It's a few of them. Your favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have. Because I have an issue with false representation. And you should too. As a black man, as a person that says that they are stand up for anything, you should give a fuck. You should give a fuck how you're represented, especially if you're gonna comment on the shit. Again, you get paid to create these videos. You feel me? So don't sit and try to make it seem like, oh, you know, I'm not paying that much attention to this because this isn't putting any money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? This isn't elevating my life in no way, shape, form, or fashion. False. I call false. On anybody that's trying to put that narrative out there, that really is bullshit. Straight up. And another thing that I have a problem with is people trying to incorporate penitentiary law on the streets. What type of penitentiary law do y'all plan on incorporating on the streets? Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 270, 180, SNY, 50/50, EOP. Like, which one is y'all trying to do? Because I ain't seen the right one chosen yet, if that's what you're going to try to do. It is virtually impossible to incorporate penitentiary law in the open, free world. Penitentiary laws exist for a reason. Being in a closed off environment where you're forced to see the same people day in and day out every day, there has to be order, which means at the very, very, very top of that list always will be the biggest and most priority of them all. And that's respect. I don't see respect on the streets. Niggas ain't got no respects when they killing niggas in front of their mothers and fathers and shit. When niggas is shooting up females and shit. spray painting and shit all over walls and shit, crossing shit out and shit. No, that ain't penitentiary law, my nigga. How y'all incorporating that into the free world? Explain this to me. And half of y'all that's doing it, come on, man. What prisons have y'all been to? And again, I'm not taking no shots at nobody. This is an open conversation. What prisons have y'all been to where you have that type of disrespect going on? In prison, you're not finna see niggas crossing nothing out. One race ain't finna go do nothing to another race. One race ain't even finna woof on another race. It's not gonna happen because again, respect is at the very, very top of that list. In case y'all didn't know. And that goes for level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 270, 180. Point blank, period. Niggas is lying, talking about this riots in jail and prisons and all that every day. No, it's not. False narrative. And y'all create these false narratives so y'all can get more views on y'all channel. That's what blow y'all shit up. Got you 60, 70, 90,000 views and subscribers and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you cheating to get where the fuck you are at. I don't have to cheat. I live in the thickness of everything that y'all talk about and want to be about. I live in the thickness of it. You feel me? And no, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I don't. That's for a reason. Because I don't kick bullshit ass narratives. You feel me? I have people that I still have to answer to. You feel me? And I would never in a million years jump in nobody else's politics. That's another thing y'all niggas got bad on YouTube. Jumping into other people's politics. Jumping in other hoods' politics and shit. In prison, under prison law, that's the number one way to get you and your whole car removed. Getting in other people's business, in other people's politics. So if you're gonna try to incorporate prison law, penitentiary law into the streets, make sure you know what you're doing. Because again, I see nothing but disrespect, a whole bunch of it, all across the board. Speaking on shit that y'all not supposed to be speaking on the internet. Gang shit, murder shit. Come on, man. Y'all know that's against every rule that was unwritten. But here it is, y'all want to incorporate penitentiary law in the open world. Where niggas is killing niggas in front of their mamas and kids and shit. Crossing out murals, going to niggas' parks and shit. Writing all over the walls and shit. That's not penitentiary law. And don't blame that shit on gang culture. You got idiots that's making decisions as individuals. They're just up under the gang tag. Has nothing to do with the fucking gang culture. Stop shit using that to shit on the community in which you come from. Start ostracizing these individuals, these niggas that's doing that punk shit. Oh, I don't give a fuck about, the gang shit no more, and this and that and blah, blah. What you got to? Because guess what? That young man that just got killed the other day, he was a professional boxer. He had a fight scheduled for next month. You don't get to that level by being a full-time gang member, whether he was gang affiliated or not. The man went to his mama house for Sunday dinner. He didn't even live over there. Something he always did. Every Sunday went to his mama house to eat and lost his fucking life doing it. Oh, let's talk about, the stuff that the police got going on out there, killing niggas for nothing. I can never forget Sonya Massey. Never. Why y'all content creators not covering that type of shit? Because it ain't whack 100. But y'all say y'all give a fuck about y'all blackness. Y'all give a fuck about the community. And here it is. This woman was in her community, in the safety of her home, supposedly invited in the fucking devil and lost her life for nothing. So I'm supposed to give a fuck more about whack 100 than that? Never. No, I'm not covering whack 100. I don't need my views to go up overnight by covering bullshit. If that's what y'all choose to do, that's what y'all choose to engage in. If that's feeding your family, then so be it, man. But don't hop on your channel talking about, you know what I'm saying, the rules to the game, you know what I'm saying, and what you stand for and what you don't stand for, what you care about and don't care about no more and all that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Point blank, period. Bring something of substance since you care so much. Stop giving these clowns shine. Y'all would rather give the shine to these SNY dropouts and tell me I'm wrong, or people like me for speaking on it and against them. Make that make sense to me. You can't respect a person like me if you're giving all the shine to them people. And that's sad. And I see why our communities is so fucked up and broke down now. But me, no, I have a different purpose. And again, this stuff will be here long after I'm gone. So the views and all that shit and the subscribers and all that shit right now, yeah, it's low. It is in comparisons to others. But I don't compare myself to nobody. So I don't care about it. I mean, I care about growth. I care about taking care of business. I care about doing it the correct way, not indulging in no sucker shit. Go on my channel. You find any sucker shit on there, call me out on it. Call me out on it. And what I mean by sucker shit, chasing whack 100. People of that nature. I can't do it. For one, the man is not from my region. I indulged in that shit in the past. I did. But now the purpose is to build where I'm from. Give back to the people where I'm from because they need it. I don't want them looking at this other shit and thinking that that's what it is. And that's what they got to fall up under. Y'all ain't got to fall up under that shit. Y'all don't. Because life is bigger than whack 100. That's not reality. Life is bigger than that. Y'all got to start caring about where y'all from and the real ones that come from where y'all from. Stand behind them and support them. It's not doing no sucker shit to get ahead. That's not indulging in other people's politics from other hoods and shit. See, I was once one of them people that wasn't a in front of the camera person. I was like a lot of my OG homies behind the camera, doing what I do. But I seen the importance of being able to have a voice for my community. And I also understood that I helped destroy my community in a lot of different ways. A lot. But now as a grown man that have little kids, I got nieces and nephews, I look at them all the time. They got a long way to go in this life. A long way to go. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna allow a SNY PC bullshit motherfucker to push their narrative on my nieces and nephews and little kids that I love. My baby girl Soraya, long way to go. Ain't no way I can sit back and not say nothing, man. It's not about me. Y'all niggas, that's where y'all fuck up at. Y'all make everything about y'all. I'm speaking of all content creators. I hear people talk about their kids all the time, but you don't make nothing about them. You make it about you. I don't give a fuck about this no more. I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm not dealing with that no more. But it's not about you, my nigga. You was just part of the story. Especially if you of age. Now it's time to get back and not skip through the bedtime story chapters. Read the book in its entirety. How about y'all try that for once? And stop looking at real motherfuckers, man, that's really trying to make a difference and change at the same time. You feel me? People, kids, they look and they want to emulate the closest thing to them. And if they see nothing in you of value, they gonna go and look in the streets. Now, which one would you prefer? Them looking at you or looking at the nigga in the streets? Because the nigga in the streets ain't gonna give too many fucks about him. But them people, them kids, they gonna love you because you the closest thing to them. So we gotta start giving them some shit of substance that they can respect. Give them something of substance that they can respect. Then best believe you're gonna get that love and respect back in return, bro. I understand, a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, then put y'all work in over the years in these YouTube streets. Y'all created y'all images, built up y'all channels. It's beautiful. I salute that. One day I'll be up there. But I do understand shit don't happen overnight. I don't want it to happen overnight. That takes away from the time that I get to actually spend with my people here at the round table, us growing and building together. Y'all get to see the transformation of a man right here live until I'm not able to do it no more. And I'm not kicking out no negative shit, whether it's about prison, whether it's about Crips, whether it's about Bloods, whether it's about Southsiders, or whoever. But guess what? When I hear SNY PC rat jump out there and try to assassinate the character of a real one, think about this, man. I spoke about Trade E because somebody spoke on Trade E on a national stage platform, Vlad TV, and other platforms. A person that paroled off of SNY yard. Think about what Trade E been through. Think about what Trade E had in his life now. But what I want y'all to do, go back and look at Trade E's interview speaking on that person. He didn't shit on that dude when he could have. Say one bad thing about that nigga when he could have. But in turn, this hateful motherfucker jump out there and speak on this man and tell everybody that they losing discipline on his name. What name? That name is no longer any good. But you choose that platform to go shit on this man. This man has been through it. He been through prison, did his gang banging and all this shit. Now he's in a place of peace in his zone, doing positive shit for himself, for his family, for his establishment. But y'all don't respect that. Y'all respect the SNY rat. Maybe because y'all think this nigga can help your career further. That's bullshit. Sell your soul for what? Again, hey, if that's what you into, each his own, I don't want no parts of it. And I won't have no parts of it. I don't kiss ass, bro. Nobody. And again, this has no one direction. This is an open conversation. That I felt necessary to speak on because, I just get tired of, you know what I'm saying? I create these videos, I try to be as original as I possibly can with my low views, with my low subscribers, you know what I'm saying? But I am definitely most appreciative of each and everybody that joined me, each and everybody that's with me. I'm not complaining about it because one thing that I know for sure is growth will come in time. But y'all gonna always receive the truth. Nothing watered down, nothing extra out, no negative bullshit, glamorizing the gang life, prison life, none of that. If I give that to y'all, it's gonna be in a teaching moment, like I've been saying, like I've been doing. Find anything of me glamorizing gang shit or jail shit. I challenge you to do that in any of my content. It's not gonna happen. Straight up. But look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and close this off. I appreciate y'all spending this hour with me. I appreciate y'all choosing the Swing Low podcast to sit down at this round table. You know what I'm saying? And discuss these topics. You know what I mean? It's important that we have a clear and concise understanding, man, on what creep stand for. And anybody to deal with me, you got to have that same understanding. Or don't deal with me, period. Period. You feel me? Look, I love each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I appreciate y'all for sticking around and sticking it out. I appreciate everybody that's jumping in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That's participating in this conversation. You know, much love to all y'all, man. Y'all will always be appreciated and accepted here at this round table. Always. I thank you all, man. And again, to the new viewers, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show, man. You're not gonna miss out on nothing fantastic. You bring fantastic, I bring fantastic because we're all fantastic. Straight up. You feel me? But if you out and about out there tonight, man, please be safe. Take care of each other. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of everything that's going on, man. Be vigilant about that. You feel me? Y'all got to start loving each other more, man. Appreciating each other more. Showing it. Telling each other that every day that you can. Because we don't know who we're going to wake up and not have there with us. And that's real. You feel me? But look, man, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I've held y'all up long enough. Again, I appreciate you all for stopping by, tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe out there. I love y'all. Till the next time, Triple Gang.